Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. We're going to be doing another Wolters World reaction. This one is Belgium versus America. What to know before you go to Belgium. I've done some Wolters World reactions before, but this one's like 7 years old. I didn't even know he had his channel that long. So we're going to find out. 7-year-old Walter over here, what he has to say about Belgium versus America. What to know before visiting Belgium. So you can always find the links to the original video in the description section down below, as always, and we're going to jump into it and check it out and see what old Mark, I believe his name is, Mark Wolters, has to say about Belgium versus America. Yeah,
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and we're in Ghent, Belgium, one of the many really, I gotta say, like the little towns in Belgium. It's not even a little town. The little cities in Belgium, they're beautiful. They've been rebuilt so well after the war. Fantastic architecture, great beer, all kinds of good stuff. It's kind of a relaxing place to go, a little tiring sometimes, but it's a worth it visit. And if you're coming to Belgium, we got videos on 5 things you love and hate and things like that. But today's video is just going to go through some of the differences between Belgium and the US.
I like the architecture, though. We're going to go back and check that out. Look at that. That is neat. Of course, it looks a lot like Netherlands because Belgium and Netherlands were basically the same nation for the long, or they were connected for the longest time.
And if you're coming to Belgium, we got videos on 5 things you love and hate and things like that. But today's video is just going to go through some of the differences between Belgium and the US that tourists might want to know before they come to Belgium, okay? Now, the first thing you want to know is the language. What do they speak here in Belgium?
They speak Dutch in the top part, and then they speak French in the bottom part, and a little bit of German on the right-hand side. Flemish, Wallonia, I think, right? Flanders region. Yeah.
Belgium. Do they speak Belgian? No, they don't speak Belgian. They speak Flemish or
Flemish. It's a dialect of Dutch.
Dutch, however you want to call it, in the northern part, in Flanders, and then Wallonia, or Wallonia, however you want to say it, in the southern part, they speak French. So technically everybody's supposed to speak Flemish and French. It's not always the case that way, okay? So what you want to know as a tourist is, hey, what about my English? Will that work? Yes, people speak English here very well, especially in the Flanders part, the northern part. They speak English excellently. The French part, they still speak it, just not as well, so you'll be fine with that. Now, as you know from my Flemish and Walloon friends, if you're going to the US, you're stuck speaking English. They don't know any Flemish, and they don't basically know hardly any French. So that's one of the first differences.
Yeah, here in America, most people just know English.
The second thing I want to talk about is money. Now in the US we have our dollars. Here in Belgium they use the euro, which comes in various forms. There's 500 euro bills, which they try not to use too much, 200 euro bills, 100 euro bills, 50 euro bills, 20 euro bills, 10 euro bills, and 5 euro bills. And here's where the big difference is. Here in Belgium and Europe in general with the euro, their coins are actually worth something. So there's a 2 euro coin, which at today's exchange rate is like $2.60 for.
I was wondering because it went down to 5 euros. They didn't have a 1 for 1. We have a $1 bill here.
One coin, okay? So don't just throw your change away. It actually is worth something here in Belgium. So they have a 2 euro coin, a 1 euro coin, 50 cents, 20 cents, 10, 5, 2, 1, okay?
Who throws their change away? You ain't talking to me, guy. I keep my change. I got a stack of quarter, a stack of change right here on my desk, to be honest with you.
Okay, so just know that coin's in your pocket actually might be worth something, okay? So that's one of the differences. Next thing, if you're looking to get money here, there are ATMs all around Belgium. You'll be okay. Now, they're not as overabundant as I would say as they are in Germany or the UK, but you won't have a problem finding ATMs, and they will give you an option to speak English or have English on there, so you'll be fine. If you're looking to exchange money, you will find exchange houses, but your best bet is at a bank, and I recommend you use your debit card from home to get your best rate. So go to the ATM and do that. So make sure you call your credit card company and your debit card bank to let them know you're going to be gone, and that'll get you your best rates.
Duh.
Now, the next thing you might want to know is, hey, I'm going to go eat. What's the service like here? Well, service in Belgium is not very good. One of the reasons why is the people are paid pretty well. So, hey, guess what? You don't have to tip. They're not expecting to tip. Now,
what's that have to do with the service, though?
they somehow save your life while you're choking and eating, yes, you might give them a 10% tip max. But in general, you might round it up a little bit, but they don't expect tips here, so you don't have to tip, but you can tip 5% if you want to be nice. And if you have good service, you can. No one's going to say no to your money, but just know you don't have to. And you'll see that when you're here, is the service is not so super when you're here. Though, I mean,
You shouldn't have to tip anywhere. You shouldn't have to do it. That's just, the employee, the damn company should pay their damn employees a fair wage. They shouldn't have to rely on the customer to pay their bills. I'm just saying. It's a broken system here.
I've heard tons and tons of stories of tourists like, oh, they messed up my order and it was my fault because the tourist wrote down the wrong thing. Or, sorry, the waiter wrote down the wrong order. So service here, not so super, but it's okay. Okay, so don't get too worried about it. Just
He has some personal experience with that. He bought some food. Waiter wrote down the wrong thing, and he's like, "Oh, but it's my fault." Watch.
because the tourist wrote down the wrong stories is not so super when you're here. Though, I mean, I've heard tons and tons of stories of tourists like, oh, they messed up my order and it was my fault because the tourist wrote down the wrong thing. Or, sorry, the waiter wrote down the wrong order. So service here, not so super, but it's okay. Okay, so don't get too worried about it. Just make sure you pay attention to your bill and pay attention to what's going on.
Maybe they're just trying to take advantage of old Mark here. Who knows? It might not just be all people or all services.
All right. Now, if you're wondering if you're going to bring your laptop and stuff like that, you want to know what are the plugs like. Now, in the U.S., we have these two straight-in plugs like this.
Oh yeah, the plugs
Whereas
are
here
different.
in Belgium, they have two circle plugs that go in. You can get an adapter at the local Media Markt here in Ghent if you want, or in the airports they sell them. The converter you don't need. You just need an adapter to change it if you have a laptop or a phone, because they already have the converters in their power packs, so you'll be okay that way. Now, another thing that's different here in Belgium, they have great public transport. You literally can pick any town to be in and go see the rest of the country within an hour and a half. So
I heard their infrastructure sucks. I posted some pictures in the Discord and mentioned about the streets and stuff around here being full of craters, and people joking about, they're like, oh, well, you must live in Belgium. I guess the infrastructure in Belgium's not so good. People in the Netherlands always poke fun at how shit the roads are, I guess.
you literally can pick any town to be in and go see the rest of the country within an hour and a half. So I'm basing myself out of Leuven on this trip, and I came to Ghent. And you know what? I might actually just spend the night here because I really enjoy it. But the public transport in Belgium is amazing. The buses, the trams, the local trains, the fast trains, you can get all over the country at a good price. Hey, that's nice to know, and see a lot of the country. So the public transport, very good. Whereas in the U.S., we're kind of out of luck.
Also, Ghent, I believe part of the 80 years war took place in Ghent. If you're interested in that, I have a 7-part reaction series on the 80 years war on my channel. Check that out if you're interested. Hit like and hit subscribe while you're down there as well.
So the public transport, very good. Whereas in the U.S., we're kind of out of luck.
Yep.
And then you might ask, well, Mark, what should we eat when we go to Belgium? Well, one of the things is mussels are fantastic. They have very
Fries.
good food here, okay? But mussels, you're going to eat a lot of mussels, okay? Also, you're going to eat a lot of fries. Actually, the fries here are fantastic. They double fry them, which you think, oh, that sounds strange, but it's so good. And
it don't sound strange at all. It is amazing double fried. That's how you do it.
Fantastic. They double fry them, which you think, oh, that sounds strange, but it's so good. And yes, they will douse it in mayonnaise.
The waffles.
And you will eat it with different kinds of mayonnaise, okay? And you might get tired of the fries after the end, but they are really good. And also, they have a lot of good beef dishes. And there's some.
Belgium has the best chocolate on the planet. I know this. Somebody sent me some. A couple different people sent me some. Go ahead and send me some more if you want. I'm out. I got links for my P.O. box down below. By the way, awesome unboxing videos. I have some on my channel. Go check them out. But yes, Belgium chocolates, truffles, pralines, amazing. Holy crap. They are amazing.
Good food here, so be fine like that. But the big cultural cuisine kind of thing here is the beer. Belgium.
I've had Hoegaarden beer. I've had it. You can get that in the United States. That is good beer, guys. If you've not had a Hoegaarden or whatever it's called, it's the original Belgian style wheat ale. Holy moly. And the beer, I haven't had it from Belgium, but I've had like what you can get here, like the Hoegaarden. and some like Leffe, Brune, whatever it's called, brown, dark brown ale. Wow, it's good. Yeah, Belgium knows what's up with some chocolate and some beer. I'm telling you what.
Fine like that, but the big cultural cuisine kind of thing here is the beer. Belgium is famous for its beer, and I mean whether it's Leffe or Stella
Leffe.
or Domus, there's a lot or Hulga.
Yeah, Leffe. That's what I was talking about. Leffe Brune and Leffe Blanc. And the Stella, that's pretty good too. The Stella Artois.
And I mean whether it's Leffe or Stella or Domus, there's a lot or Hulgaden.
The whole garden's good. I haven't on Domus. I've heard Chime is good. Chime, however you pronounce it. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know for sure if I can get it around here, but I got my eye out for it.
There's tons of great beers here in Belgium. So even if you're not a big beer drinker, you should go and try some because it is really part of their society.
You should.
So I hope that helps you know some of the differences between Belgium and the U.S. If you want to learn more, 5 things you love and hate about Belgium, what to see and do in Leuven or here in Ghent,
check
us out our website at woltersworld.com.
All right, guys, that is Wolters World. Links are in the description section down below for the original video. Go check out his channel. Make sure you hit like and stuff on his original video. Show the original creator some love. Go check out his other videos. He has amazing videos as well. I've done some reactions to some of his. Also, you could probably find him on my channel. And in the meantime, you guys have a super fun, awesome day. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.